welcome to Legal Basics with Cyro Law Global, and my name is Sian. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic and sometimes very emotive, that is buying property from the diaspora. Many people will go out of their countries, find a job elsewhere, make great sacrifices, cut their family ties, leave their friends behind, work 16 to 18 hours a day just to have a better life. We've all heard of those stories when people send money home and they're encouraged and people give them pictures and say, oh, your 5-bedroom house is almost done. This is the kitchen. And you come after many, many, many years of labor to find that there's nothing at home. I mean, it's very, very, very sad. So how can you avoid such situations? First of all, always work with a legal expert. Who is a legal expert? A legal expert is, first of all, a person that went to school and probably got a law degree, but also it is a person that is registered under a professional organization with a current practicing certificate. In Kenya, it would be an advocate with a current practicing certificate for the year that you want to purchase property and for all the years that you're going to be engaging their services. So how does this help? A professional legal expert, first of all, will ensure that you know your rights, will ensure that you meet your obligations, but most of all, they're going to be tied by their professional undertaking, such that if anything goes wrong in this transaction, you can always go back to their organization and report them, and they can be deregistered if they dupe you, for example. You cannot compare that to your beloved brother who squanders your money, and when you come back home, maybe sometimes the only option available to you is to forgive them. Always work with a legal expert. Secondly, how can you get into agreements from the diaspora? So the first thing is you can get into agreements from the diaspora by having your documents shipped and then going to a notary public and signing them and sending them back to your lawyer, but that could be a very rigorous process. The second option you can have is you can register a company. Now, in the Kenyan law, recognizes a sole-owned company, which means that you from the diaspora can actually register a company in Kenya, and you would be the only owner of that company. After you register your company, then you can appoint directors who are on the ground. You can appoint your mother or your sister or whoever you trust, or your wife or your husband or your spouse. Now, that ensures that the property is owned by your company, but somebody else is able to get into agreements and sign and execute for you. So execution means signing. I'm very sorry I keep using these legalese terms, but execution means signing. The third option you can have is before you leave the country, you can assign a power of attorney to a person that is trusted. And then after assigning that power of attorney, you need to register the power of attorney at the land's office. And then this person can enter into specific transactions for you. A power of attorney can be general. It can either assign a person to do everything on your behalf, or it can also assign specific things like dealing with a specific account or dealing with a specific transaction. So this ensures that the person that you've donated your power to can only act within your instructions, and you can have some kind of legal right over them. Now, after you've done that, do not ever get into any property transactions without a full due diligence. You can have either your lawyers do that for you, or you can have experts, for example, surveyors and all that. Thirdly, always have different people follow up on your projects. For example, if your family member is the one that is in charge of a building project, for example, it is good to assign different parts of that legal project to different people. One person could be the contractor, one person could be in charge of procurement. This is just to ensure that things are moving in your absence. I'm sure this video will bring a lot of questions. All your questions are welcome. Comment down below and subscribe and share. Stay safe. Bye-bye.